Tammy's on the line in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tammy, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. I'm so honored to talk to you.
Well, the honor is mine. How can I help today?
So I keep going back and forth. I have a lot of interest, and I'm always coming up with new ideas. I'm kind of thinking about two things right now, but one feels like a pipe dream, but it's kind of my lifelong pipe dream. And then one just scares me because I love it. It's probably what my friends tell me I'd be good at, but I have to market myself, and that scares me a lot.
Okay, I like this. So let's talk about the pipe dream first.
Horses. I love horses, always have. And I think about, I like body work and healing them through groundwork and body work. The training and the resources by where I live are probably not the greatest.
Okay.
And so then I look at having to commute to do education programs and getting some mentors to teach me.
How far would that commute be?
Well, one of the programs I looked at, it would probably be more like a 6-month program where 2 or 3 weekends out of that 6 months, I end up going for a long weekend in Texas or something like that.
Okay.
There's a couple different places.
Okay, and what would that pay? Have you done the research on what a position like that's going to pay you?
I haven't a lot yet. I always feel bad wasting people's time if I'm just researching, and I feel like
I don't understand.
I feel like I'm wasting their time.
Wasting whose time?
Whoever I'm asking.
No, you're not wasting their time.
And...
No, that's silly. First of all, stop. Let's start with this. Let's get some momentum on your research, and let's stop asking people. Let's start doing some research online, because there's got to be some answers online. Okay?
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree with that? There's probably some answers on horse training. Okay, so go search. Yeah. I mean, everything is on there, so go find out. Go ahead.
I think one of my concerns with that is, too, with horses, it's kind of in an economic downturn, horses are the first expense to be cut from people.
Hold on a second. Hold on. No, I disagree with that. I think it's I think it's the first thing to be cut for people who were overextended and thought a horse would be really great because they wanted to show off to their kids or maybe to friends. But based on what I know about the horse industry, it's a lot of really rich people that don't get hurt as much by economic downturn. So stop coming up with – you're already coming up with reasons why you shouldn't do it. We haven't even gotten to the other thing that you really love. Okay, we got to move quickly here. But here's what I know.
Okay.
Number one, the information that I need, that you need, on how much this actually pays, it's out there online. And then the other thing is, the same group of people that you're going to potentially go get training from, they know. Get on the phone with somebody and say, hey, I just need 5 minutes. You're not wasting anybody's time. And just ask them, what does this pay? So that your first homework assignment on the horse deal is, what does it pay? And does that fit into your economic model? Because you know how much you need to make, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, once you find that out, then we have some information. And we go, all right, I know what it's going to cost me time and money to go to this 6-month training thing, and I know it's going to pay me. So that would be an absolute dream come true. I'm dying to know what this second thing is, because the horse thing is clearly your heart. So what's the love it but scared to market yourself? What is that?
I also really love houses, and so real estate popped in my head a few weeks ago, and it's one of the things I keep going back to throughout the years. I don't necessarily just want to be a real estate agent, though, because I love the flipping of houses, and so finding the awesome houses and working on it. So every time I buy a house, it's a year or two of rehabbing it and then reselling it. I love that.
Can you afford to do that? Do you have the cash position to be able to do that?
I do not right now.
Okay, so here's the deal. If I could just make either one of those two things happen, meaning I give you enough cash that you can go buy one house right now, and you have no debt, so no stress, and you got enough capital to fix it up, then you're going to flip it and make some more money, and then you're going to go buy another one. Okay, I can just get you started. Or I make one phone call, and we get you the job training horses and healing horses and doing that whole thing. Which one do you choose?
Horses.
Yeah. So you got some homework to do, and I've already established what your homework is. What do you need to make? What do you need to make to be comfortable in your situation?
Well, I'm at 62 right now, but I do have like 2 to 3 hours of commuting each day.
Yikes.
So
are you in a relationship?
I can take a little bit of a cut. I am currently getting divorced.
Okay. So have you looked at how that's going to impact your finances?
So we are separated, and my finances are separate already.
All right. So do you have any debt?
I'm very solid. No.
Great. Okay. So you're solid, and so now you're on your own, which makes this. I'm very sorry you're going through this divorce. But the fact that you've identified what you want to do, and you're going to find out before the day is over a range of what that pays, you can move anywhere. Yeah. You can move to Texas tomorrow.
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
Okay. Right. So there's nothing holding you back, Tammy. Forget real estate. That becomes the hobby later.
Okay.
I think you go into the horse side of things. Yeah. What I'd rather flip it. I'd rather you go into the horse industry, and you're single. If you get married again, you got some other income coming in, and you stay out of debt, then you could eventually step into flipping houses, as long as you do it cash. No need to go into debt to do it. But you need to be out there with horses. Your heart's telling you that. It's as clear as it can be. So you're on your way. You already know the school in Texas where you go for a couple weekends or whatever, and over a 6-month period, whatever it is. Go do it. Just go. Go do it now. Sign up and do the research, make the connections. Those people are going to help you with connections as well. And get yourself in an area where there's a high population of equestrian type, businesses, farms, all that kind of stuff. And then you're going to stay plenty busy.